Hello and welcome. I'm Inverta Umbra, and this is Dwarf Fortress BasmentBorn of Tubes. So we got a dwarf who is suddenly struck by a mood. Um, I think he's a. Hold on, let's see. Oh, I know how to do this. I know how to do this. Um, Great woodcutter. Skilled. Let's see. B. Intent. M. So he's probably going to do a crafts dwarf thing. I was hoping he was a wood crafter, so maybe I'd get some artifact quality furniture. But before we do that, you might notice things look slightly different, or maybe not so much. I went ahead and did a few things to try and boost some speed. So one, you'll notice the stone's all moved over there, except for a few little bits. I need to make sure that those are set properly to dump so they eventually get over there. But we do have a lot of stone sitting behind the Mason Dwarf's workshop. Hopefully that'll keep him working for a long time. I've got a lot of orders going, as you can see. Different things going on. I've got most of the Mayor Dwarf's home set up. Things also may look a little cleaner. So I did use DF Hack, which comes in the Lazy Noob pack, just to clean up like blood and stuff, because it does start to affect frame rate after a while. And then you'll notice I've got this designated to be dug because as we were digging down, and this to be dug as well, you'll notice we found gold, silver, and cassiterite, but not much iron. So I'm thinking iron might actually only be in the higher levels, or it just might be that I totally missed it and it's somewhere out in that inky blackness. I've also got people digging, and I remembered the command I was trying to think of. It's dig V to just follow veins. I actually kind of wish it was a feature in base Dwarf Fortress where you could just tell a dwarf, start with this vein, dig any others that connect to it, like dig any other of the same material that connects to it. But then on the other hand, I'm kind of like, well, that's just such a minor quality of life, and there's the program that already does that, so meh. So I've got silver, gold, cassiterite being dug, galena, I believe. Let me see, where was the galena I was digging? Or maybe I was just looking at that. But, and then this is dehedrite. This is ideally what I want other than iron. Because dehedrite, and this is the iron right there, is, I believe it's 3 copper and 1 silver when you refine it down. At least that's what it roughly comes out to be. We're going to let our dwarves go. Let me make sure that's... Okay. Lost way too many dwarves for that sort of stuff. But copper is pretty much... I think what it is, and I still need to do some more research on it, is the values for a copper bolt are so close to all the other bolts, you might as well just use copper. Hold on. Needs refined coal. That's fine. That I can deal with. Why are you not making coal? Do we not have a wood burner? I remember I had to change keys. Ah, there we go. Alright, let's read our dwarves. Alright. Yeah, we need to look at, I believe it's furnace operator. What are you doing? Probably stone detailing, but I don't think I have anything designated right now. Or maybe it's not furnace operator now that I think about it. It's literally wood burning. Do I have anyone who's a good wood burner? No. Well, no one who is doing it. You, who are a furnace operator, where did you go? There. Yeah, you can be a wood burner. Anyone else have very few tasks? Well, no, you're a, in fact, I want you mining before I want you fishing. I think we're pretty good on food, which I should check. I have been letting it run for just a little bit. You do everything else. Let's go ahead and have you be a wood burner as well, just so. Because I'm not going to be using these skills at the current moment. And what do you do? You're a miner. And you're just a fisher dwarf. Let's just throw it there. Let's commit this. And no, F4. Yeah. So I had to change around some of my my OBS keys because I set up a few minor hotkeys, and they're basically just F1 to here, F2 to here. Probably the two most important places at this moment. In the future, I may have to set up something else. But just for the current moment, I have them set to that. Now, he's taken a crafts dwarf workshop. Is he already saying what he needs? Wood. And that might be it. But he seems to be after a very particular wood. But unfortunately, it's probably not going to be anything useful. There are ways to make that a little easier. I just want to make sure. Set that to that. There are ways to make that a little easier by giving everybody a decent skill, all the non-crafts dwarfs a decent skill in something else, and then allowing them to go back to their normal job. That way, if they ever get struck by a mood, they'll go to their highest crafting skill, whatever that may be. You know, if I had furniture makers, wood crafters, whatever, they would go do that. But since he has no major crafting skill, he just goes for the base crafter. Now, he's already going to create it with one log. Now, he is burning wood, which is good. Really would like the stone out of the stockpile. Hopefully that'll get taken care of. And anyways, the glass I'm having be created, the stuff I need the wood burner for, is being made into serrated glass discs, which last I checked were worth a lot, but they may not be anymore. It's also just something for the dwarves to make, costs nothing but the wood. If I could find some magma, it will cost literally nothing but time. And if worst comes to worst, I use them to help defend the fortress. And I was thinking a little more on how to... Ooh, actually. Lever? Yes. Whose room? Or, you know what, let's put this in the main hall. And then D. Is that really all we have? Orclace? But I was thinking about the defenses, other than, you know, just throwing up a drawbridge wall and saying, you know, stay out of my fortress. I'm thinking about making a one path guaranteed for traders, but then everything around it surrounded by weapon traps and cage traps. This will not stop everything, but this will help us a little bit.
At last, I finished the artifact.
So, has created Irneth Shad Malbin. Shad Malbin. A rambutan wood sochosh? I have no idea what that is. Well, let's go look at it. On the image is on the item is an image of dwarves in rambutan wood. The dwarves are laboring. The artwork relates to the foundation of Pickbeards by BasmentBorn of Tubes of the standard amusement in the early spring of 250. The Sososh is a mid-sized handheld cylindrical bore metal wind instrument. So it's a metal wind instrument. So I'm guessing it's maybe like a clarinet or a recorder or one of those. Blows over a single reed at one end, typical of a lot of wind instruments. By pressing the keys to stop holes. Range. I've never seen an instrument like this. It's making me think it is like a clarinet because it apparently has keys on it. To stop holes, though. Clarinet, I think, works on the opposite principle. You press the keys to release holes. I don't know enough about music, but it's very nice, all said and done. Our value is getting up there, so we do need to start considering defensive options. We still got our werewolf, or were-ass militia commander. I don't know if I can use that person as a defensive weapon. I kind of feel bad, but on the other hand, I'm kind of like, I'd rather not lose my entire fortress. I could just funnel enemies into there, or create an alternate path where that person can get out if I throw a switch and the same switch is on an alternate link to a lever, so it. I could see a few contraptions, but as far as I know, while it is a dangerous creature, it is not one of the more dangerous ones, and would probably die pretty quickly. Alright, we need more mechanisms. Let's see. Let that go for a bit. Alright. Now, there is something I want to do because, let's see. Let's expand the list. I would like to use a high quality bed. So I believe this coconut palm bed should be masterwork. Hopefully that'll be enough to quell the mayor's anger. Build table. I've also been throwing mismatched tables in here, just as my own personal vindication right there. I know the mayor still needs, let's do a cabinet. Let's make like 3 of those. Armor. Stand. Let's make like 3 of those. Rack. And 3 of those. And I think chest. Oh, wait. Coffer. Forgot what the stone term for it is. Just like chairs go from being just chairs when they're wood to thrones when they're stone, chests go from being chests to coffers. Build the... Oop, no, not capital D. Alright, and now the reason I'm placing those doors is so I can finally do this without covering anything else. Alrighty. So this is going to, we'll call this a meeting hall. It is going to start some parties, but it also means our dwarves will be just a little happier. We'll have an actual place to drink and eat. Speaking of drinking and eating, I've just now thought about. Let's make 100 rock mugs. That way they have something to drink out of. Our manager's going to be a little busy. And build beds. So we should be getting more beds. We'll be able to set up more rooms. Ideally, I'd like to put doors on these rooms just to add a little extra value to each room, but for the current moment, I just don't have the resources. Make each of these a bedroom. Let's check that out. So hopefully the dwarves will start claiming these. This will also improve moods. Though our dwarven moods seem to be pretty good. Speaking of that, I need to check on alcohol. And, alright. Well, actually... Again, since each one of these is 20, each one of these legs, there should be enough for 60 dwarves in here. And that is just barely enough, minus nobles, of course, that have their own rooms. That is just barely enough. So I'm going to either need to expand this down or... What is almondine? Oh, it's some sort of gem cluster. We'll just set it to be dug like that. I don't know if it's worth anything in particular. But, hey. Let our dwarves go. Go back to F2. So yeah, I'll probably do that in between. Would you stop that? I don't care that you're out of ammunition. I know that there's more being made. I'll expand rooms later. Oh, you are just trying to annoy me. Drink is at 83. That's what I wanted to look at. Drink is getting a little lower than I'd like. And then our stocks. Ammunition. You have enough gosh darn bolts. But let's stop forbidding those. So they can go ahead and pick them back up. That is a much easier way, and I just realized you could do that. Huh. Go figure. Let's see. I think add new task. Oh, whoops. Not what I want. Brew drink from plant and repeat. Now, what is going on with our dog there? Spine is mangled beyond recognition. His right rear leg is torn open. What did he get in a fight with? There's a slug. Maybe it is this boar. Maybe it made the boar mad. Something messed it up. Something fierce. Wild boar. Let's see, that's the hunter. Look and see if our dog is anywhere on here. Seems recent. Well, let's see if oh, yeah, wild boar got in a fight with a dog. Alright, yeah. You have served us well. I am sorry for your pain, but I'm going to set you to be butchered. Let me see if there's a way to do that. V. Stray dog. M. P. Ready for slaughter. We're just gonna put you out of your misery and get some more food because of it, but it's mostly for the dog's benefit. We just happen to be gaining from it. F2. Let's go ahead. Oh yes, our resident werebeast is transforming again. B. Use the Oraclace mechanisms. And how are we doing for food? So actual food is okay. Drink is going down. We need to change that. It is winter though, so certain things are not going to grow. What are you? Casserite, okay. I don't really care that much about you. Actually, let's go ahead and check on... would it be weapons? Lots of copper picks. No, it would be... I don't remember what it's called, but I think I'll know it when I see it. Not mechanized. Oh, trap components. So we've got 2 of these glass discs. They're being made slowly, and I think that's about where I want that. Just a slow production of them. Maybe we'll trade them to the elves, though I don't imagine there's much that I want from the elves. R. Assign. Let's give it to the mayor. And then let's look at the mayor. Okay, so he has all the basic rooms. He would like them to be better, but we might be able to do that here in a moment. So build. No. H? Yes. We'll put... no. Okay, it looks like the coffers haven't been made. Armor stand has not been made. Weapon rack has not been made. Cabinet has not been made. JM. And it's just in the backlog somewhere. So we got a few idlers. Let's see if we can't make the quality of this room just a little better. I don't expect great things from these dwarves, but it's a good experimentation room before we get our dwarven king or whatever who decides to move here. Alright. And... this platinum. DT. Move that, because I think... oh, those doors are going to cut that tree off at the top, aren't they? these not being cut? What? Mahogany trunk? I don't really understand why they won't cut this tree down. I don't know. Alright, I think I'm going to stop the episode here. I'm going to do a little bit more work. Again, I'm going to be trying to limit the amount of work I do off camera, but I'm going to do a little bit of work between the episodes. Probably going to set up... I'd like to get the metal industry, and I'm really sad that really deep pit I've dug so far has not discovered any caverns. But I may expand that or start doing some branches down, just seeing what we can find. Yeah, but that'll be it for today's episode. Thank you for joining me. I'm Inverted Umbra, and this has been Dwarf Fortress. Have a good one.